Hello, this is Dr. Roger Louis Martínez-Davila, and welcome to Deciphering Secrets, Unlocking the Manuscripts in Medieval Spain. This is our crowdsourcing initiative for the Revealing Cooperation Conflict Project. And as you know, RCCP is a scholarly initiative that re-examines historical cases of medieval and early modern Jewish, Christian, and Muslim interactions, as well as an activist endeavor intent on buttressing humanistic reflection within academia as well as the general public. On this website, you can participate in our efforts to transcribe medieval and early modern manuscripts. And this is building on our summer 2014 initiative, where we led a 2014 massive open online course with over 10,000 students. In response to those students and our interest in continuing working with them, we've created this website to facilitate additional work. And this quick video and screencast will give you a sense of learning how you can participate. So let's go ahead and find out right now. The first thing you can do in terms of how to get started is to go through a couple different steps. One, you'll be learning how to transcribe documents, and that is reading and recording all those different pieces out of the manuscripts. What we learned along the way during our summer Coursera course was that about 75% of our MOOC students were either not Spanish readers or had limited Spanish proficiency, and yet they were able to transcribe about 90% of what they were seeing, which means, as you can imagine, humans are excellent symbol interpreters. And that's what's helpful here, is that we can work and collaborate together to learn more about transcribing documents. Now, there are basically about 6 steps in terms of getting familiar with our website, and we've created this screencast to help you get started. The first thing you can do is go to step 1, and you can start to explore our different websites. The first is the Revealing Cooperation Conflict website, which is the overarching project where we're working on visualizations and interpretation of the data. And then also the Citizen Scholar website. You can also learn about different aspects of medieval Spain and the manuscripts we're looking at right now, which are from Plasencia, Spain. And if you'd like to, you can learn a little bit of background history about Plasencia during the 15th century by watching this YouTube video, which was first used for our MOOC. You can also consider looking at a previous lecture on Spanish royal, municipal, church, and private manuscripts, just to get a sense of what are the different sources, those primary sources that we use. And lastly, you can watch a lecture and an interview with Mrs. Esther Sanchez-Calle, Plasencia's municipal archivist. And this is a nice way to kind of get a sense of how this all works together in terms of how historians, archivists, and persons like yourself can actually work together. So let's continue on to step 2. In step 2, we will start to teach you how to do some Spanish paleography. And paleography is just the study of earlier forms of writing. And we have a specialized paleography section that you can review, and we'll cover that in a different video. If you want to participate, we just continue on to step 3, and there are a couple of ways you can do this. First is you can sign up as a transcriber with us. Also, you can just participate online on our Facebook Revealing Cooperation Conflict Project page, just to share historical ideas and news with each other, or the unofficial Deciphering Secrets MOOC page on Facebook, which has a membership of about 400 persons. We'll come back to setting up a transcriber account in just a minute. So let's move on to step 4. So what are the documents that you can actually transcribe? Well, we have 3 different sets that we're offering this spring 2015, and in the future we'll be offering new ones. In this case, we have the Capitulary Acts from the Cathedral of Plasencia, Book 5, which is right at that turning point of an opening of the new century, from 1499 to 1513. And we have 3 different bundles for you to consider. This is really a great place for beginners to start because it's a 19th century hand. We'll take a look at that real quickly. As you can see, it's very, very readable, and it's a great place to kind of get started and get familiar with our documents. One thing I'd like you to note here is this copyright notice, which is we have a very unusual relationship with the Cathedral of Plasencia and the Diocese of Plasencia in that they've granted us access to share these documents with you, but we need to protect them and make sure that they're not distributed for profit reasons or things like that. So keep that in mind. I'm going to close that image there. And the other collection you can consider, and we'll go through this in a couple minutes in another screencast about how to do the transcriptions, is the Capitulary Acts, actually Book 3, which is from the 15th century. It is in the original 15th century hand. It's quite exciting. Let's take a quick look at that. We have also a selection of bundles for you to go through. So we're going to open this one up real quickly, and as you can see, it's a much tighter script, more challenging, but it's a good place for folks that have done paleography before to practice and use their skills. Lastly, we also have records from the Ayuntamiento of Plasencia, so the City Council of Plasencia, and we have 5 initial bundles to consider. These are all from the early 16th century for the City Council. And it's a little bit more complicated as well in terms of the handwriting. We'll take a look at that real quick. Great imagery that you can look at, but then also a little bit more of a challenging hand. So that's another option as well. So if you're interested, I'd suggest you continue on to step 5 and register. And registering basically involves a couple things. The first thing is, to use this website, we need you to register as a Citizen Scholar-Transcriber. This website uses software that allows us to keep track of who's doing transcriptions, and so we can manage those transcriptions. So you'll have to register as a transcriber to participate. You'll also want to consider that we won't share your name or email address with anyone other than our internal Deciphering Secrets team or our Revealing Cooperation and Conflict team. And we won't sell your registration information. Similarly, you might want to take a look at our Terms of Service and Online Code of Conduct, which means participate as a good steward of the documents and as a good community member. Lastly, you'll be able to start investigating once you've registered, and that starts with this quest of contemplating what's in the documents. And from there, you'll go on to the Transcribers Gateway. So I hope this helps you get a sense of what you can do on the website and how to get started. We'll see you soon.